Okay, let's go ahead and get on it here. This part of it won't take long. And the next part of it kind of depends upon how good or bad the outline is that you're reviewing. All of the peer review assignments have already been made. They spun automatically at 7 o'clock this morning. So you already know, or if once you get to the assignment sheet again, or the assignment page again, you'll see where who you've been assigned to review. But your job today is to help somebody else get a better grade. And you hope that whoever's reviewing yours also wants to help you get a better grade. Understand this, I do not grade on a curve, okay? So don't try to screw somebody else up hoping that yours will be pushed up in the curve, because I don't grade on a curve, okay? But here's what you need to do. First of all, pull up this information sheet. Okay, the one that has the examples of everything in the outline, because this is the guide you're going to use. I don't want you to try to remember it. This is not a test about how well you remember what the assigned components were. This is you helping somebody else get a better grade, okay? So you're going to want to pull a copy of this up. I forget what I called it, the lesson outline or the lesson example, not lesson, the informative example or the informative outline, so that you can use this. But I recommended you do this already with your own assignments, but I certainly would recommend it to you again. You use this as a guide. Look at it here. It says name and title. Do they have a name and a title? If they don't have a name and a title, make a note for them about forgetting their name and forgetting their title. If the title is generic, make a note for them. This needs to be content specific. And just go down it line by line: general purpose, specific purpose, organizational pattern, double or white space into, excuse me, the fully texted introduction. Fully texted for this one is about 5 to 7 sentences long. So count the sentences, then figure out, do they have an attention gaining device, or have they just started trying to talk about things? Are they trying to teach anything about the topic yet? Can't do that until it's in the body. The introduction and the conclusion are just for mind control or thought control concepts. Anything you want to teach the audience has to go in the body of it. Does it start with an attention gaining device? Does it end with a preview statement? Does that preview statement start with a future oriented statement? Today I'm going to talk about, we will explore, something like that. And then does it have one simple blatant label for each main point, okay? And just go down this line by line, sentence by sentence, and compare it to what they've done, okay? I work much better because I'm an old school feller with paper things, but at minimum, you have to have 2 screens open, one with the example outline on it and one with the peer review outline on it. So two windows, not screens, 2 windows open. Not many people have multiple screens on their laptops, and most of you are working on laptops now. It's just been a problem. I had a computer break a couple of months ago, and so I bought a cheapie so I could keep taking the class that I was taking. And when I got my good computer in to put it, I rebuilt the old one. I put lots of new, bells and whistles and shit in it. I can't hardly give that motherfucker away. No, nobody wants a desktop computer, not even for free. It's just weird. Different lives, huh? So I'm going to remain here without that white showing up on my face. I'm going to remain here because while you're doing your peer review, you may come up with some uh, some questions. You may understand something differently than the outline that you're reading. If that's the case, you may want to come back and ask me something about it. But anyway, I will be here for you to answer questions as we're going through there. But the main thing here is focus in and go line by line down their outline to make sure that all the components are there, that everything that is required in the assignment is in the outline. That's really your bottom line for what you're doing here today. A quick reminder for you, next week is the midterm. So make sure that you show up on time for the midterm, okay? Don't forget that it covers chapters 1 through 10. If you're caught up with reading and studying, this won't be a problem for you. If you're not caught up with reading or studying yet, excuse me, this week's going to be pretty busy for you. Oh, one more thing about the reviews that you're doing, in case some people have forgotten, because I've seen some things that were posted already. I didn't check all of them, but I went through it. So there is no requirement for the video to be posted with this draft. With the finished draft in 2 weeks, yeah, you have to have the video, the link to the video on it. But in this one, there's no requirement for it, and I didn't recommend you do it yet, because based on today, you're liable to change some things about the speech. Something that you thought was the way you wanted to do it, it will be fixed and done a different way, and then you'll have to re-record it anyway. So don't worry about if they don't have a recording. That's not what you're checking for. You're checking for all of the components in the outline in your peer review. It's a review of the outline, not a review of the entire assignment, okay? Any questions?
Yes, I have a question. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. What time will this be due?
What time will what be due?
Well, the peer reviews.
Right now, you're going to go do it and then be finished with it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we're here. Who's the other one?
So, yeah. Do we have to get another student's outline to do that?
When you go to the assignment sheet, you will see where there's a link to the student's outline or the student submission that you've been assigned to review.
I'm sorry, where?
You have to go to the assignment sheet, or the assignment page on there where you went to submit your to start the assignment. Submit the assignment. There'll be a link somewhere there. I don't have that screen. I can put onto the student screen here, but I don't have that screen because I don't have an outline to review. So I'm not quite exactly sure where it is, but students have had very little trouble finding it.
Is it called Informative Outline Rough Draft with Peer Review?
That's where you submitted your outline, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one.
Well, it doesn't have anything for me to press on so I can check somebody else's. Wait, can I share my screen with you?
I can't help you a whole lot with that because I don't have that screen. Okay.
But you think I can share my screen with you?
You can share your screen with us if you want. Let me get this other question out of the way because it might be shorter. Brandon?
Okay.
Quick question. Do you want our review to also be content specific, or is it specifically just for the outline?
Yeah, remember I told you this class is unlike any other class you've ever taken. This is not an oceanography class. It's not a botany class. It's not a cosmology class. I really don't care if the information about the topic is not well done or not. I mean, if there's some blatant, if they forgot Uranus or something, make a note about it. But I'm not testing you on your knowledge of dogs or your knowledge of the planets in the solar system. I'm testing you on all that speechy stuff. You have to look and see, do they have it? Because that's what they're going to be talking about when they do their actual presentation, but it's not a content test.
Okay, thank you. So also, I guess just to add on to that, in case it seems to be redundant, we just assume that they have different points that they'll be speaking about, even though the subpoints might be redundant across the main points.
Well, it depends on how redundant they are. If they are covering the same aspects of a different subset, then that's just parallel reasoning. But it has to be content specific.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
Professor, I have a question.
Huh?
So we're leaving in a comment in the media comments section on Canvas, right?
Well, hopefully more than one comment, but
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, don't just say, hey, I loved it, cool, or gee, you suck. Try to help them get a better grade, okay? There's one other thing. I got a couple of things down here in chat, but I know at least one of them. There's one gentleman, Jonathan, who was unable to get his turned in. He's hoping one of you is willing to let him review your outline just for the experience. He's going to be sending me his outline, so you won't be doing twice as much work. But if you could share with him your outline so that he can review it, that will give him the experience of helping somebody else, because we learn different things when we evaluate somebody else's work. It's very, evaluating our own work and evaluating somebody else's work is very, very different. Okay. So if somebody would be willing to just share their outline with him so he could do some commenting on it, that would be really cool. You aren't doing anything extra besides sending him your outline, okay? Kelly says they'll share theirs, Jonathan. So the two of you, I don't know, jump into a room.
Giovanni Gonzalez direct messaged me, and we're
Okay.
gonna do it together.
Okay, so that's already taken care of. Cool thing. All right, anything else before everybody disappears on me and I start reading?
So when is the video due? Like next week's gonna be midterm, so is it gonna be like 2 weeks from right now?
Right, the final draft with the link to the finished video, the graded outline is due in 2 weeks. So you must have your outline then. I'll do an announcement and an assignment sheet for it, or an assignment page for it out there to explain all that to you as well.
So if we do something wrong, are we gonna get feedback from you before we do the video on the outline?
If you do something what?
Wrong, like something missing or
Perhaps you should change it if you found out you did something wrong.
okay. Thank you.
Are you asking if I will look at your outline later?
Yeah, like if you do like some like feedback on those and like send back to us, no?
Yeah, I'll still do that, but I won't do that for a few days because I want you to seriously consider what your peer wrote. I get students all the time. We do this in face-to-face classes as well. I do this in face-to-face classes as well. And I have some student walk up to me right after class and go, "Hey, could you look at my outline?" Fuck no. Somebody just worked for 40 minutes to make your outline better. Go look at it.
Thank you.
You bet. Anything else?
Where do we get this
oh.
in? Sorry.
Okay, Brandon, you go.
I guess more of a general question. How thorough do you want the points to be? I understand that they can be run-on sentences, but how much depth do you want each point or subpoint to go into?
I want each point or subpoint to be a simple declarative sentence. As simple as possible. When students start trying to shove more information into the sentence by adding connectives in it, they usually end up either very awkward or they end up with a run-on.
Thank you.
You bet. The young lady who got pushed out.
Yes, I had a quick question.
Uh-huh.
For the person that we got assigned, are they getting assigned us or are they getting assigned a different person?
It's random, so they may have gotten you, but they probably didn't because there's 23 of you.
Okay, thank you.
So the odds are 1 in 23 that they got you too, or 1 in 22. Anything else?
Where
I'm just having trouble finding the assignment. I saw the notification and I pressed it, but it's not popping up on mine. I don't know if someone else is having that problem.
It's right next to the comment box. Under it, it's a name. There's a name, and then you press on it. I'm sorry, I found it. I don't know if I'm explaining myself.
So on the comment box, there's the name, and when you go to your submission, there's a comment box, and underneath it is a name. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Like I said, I don't have that screen. I can get almost every other screen, but I can't get that one. Anything else? Or should we just, some of you've probably already started. Turned off the volume.
Good morning,
Okay.
Professor.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually having trouble. I'm still having trouble finding the assignment. I went to my comment box, but I only see my my document. I don't see the other person's.
You don't see a name underneath the comments?
No, it's just the person that's pretty much editing my outline and then my document.
So the name underneath your comment box is the person doing your outline?
Yeah, so I literally just got a comment from the person who's editing my.
So click on it. Maybe you're the one who's supposed to be editing his.
No, I got a notification of who I'm supposed to be editing, and it's not that person.
Okay, when the
Yeah.
notification, is there a link in there?
I had clicked on it, and no, there wasn't any link or anything.
Okay, that's just weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the same thing is happening to me too right now. I can't see anything.
Yeah, it's just literally a comment from the person who's editing my document.
Let me jump into Canvas here.
For me, it wasn't in the comment box. Once you go, like if you're on a computer, on the side where it says submissions, it tells you when you submitted it and how you can download your own document. There's a little exclamation point that says assign peer reviews, and that one for me, it had the name of the person who I was assigned. So I just clicked on their name and it loaded up their document for me. So mine wasn't in the comment box directly.
Yeah, I don't think it was in the comment box for anybody. It was the first lady who talked, the first woman who talked, it was underneath the comment box. But the two people who can't find something, one of you give me your name. I'm in a different screen where I can't see anything. I'm in Canvas.
I just got it right now. I just found
Okay.
it.
Beauty. It's like
Um,
magic.
I'm using my phone, so maybe that's why. I can't
Maybe.
really find it. Yeah. Okay, I'll get it on my laptop right now.
Okay. We'll
Thank
still
you.
be here.
Okay, thank you.
I have all the assignments in front of me here, so I can check and see if something weird happened, but if somebody didn't turn something in, they didn't get an assigned peer review. April, are you still there?
Yes.
I just saw your email to me, the inbox, because the Zoom windows and the Canvas windows are different, so I didn't know it was there until now.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anybody else that would also help April, send her your outline so that she can review it. That will help. April, send your outline to me, although it looks like there's a link at the bottom of your email. Let me check and see if that worked, and then I can do it. That way you'll still get the points and get the experience, okay?
Okay.
Yep, the link worked, so I'll send you some comments, okay?
Okay.
So hopefully somebody message April and offer to just send a copy of your outline to her, please. And I'll get to this later on today. Okay?
Are you on Discord? That way, like, you could just send it there. I can just send it to you.
I'm assuming things are happening at the fair. There's my lovely face. Okay. Back with y'all.